Whenever I was asked the question, "What are you doing here?" and I responded with the answer, "Studying architecture," people always told me, "Well, you couldn't have picked a better city to do it in." And after 5 months here, I couldn't agree more. I honestly believe that I learned more about architecture and the design process this semester more than any time in my life. And I owe this to the city's wealth of amazing architectural examples, both old and modern, great help and instruction from wonderful professors here, and the chance to work on a project that was completely unique to a specific city and unlike any I'd participated in before. The first few weeks, I was given a whirlwind tour of Barcelona's most world-renowned architectural works. The hometown architect Antoni Gaudí left a clear mark on the city, his buildings littering the streets with the imposing modernista style that is synonymous with his name. The Sagrada Familia, which was designed by Gaudí, is still in construction today, and is not scheduled to be completed for another 20 years, even with the application of modern construction techniques. It is a marvel unto itself, and even though incomplete, is already revered the world around for its architectural significance, and has become but better than walking around like a tourist and seeing projects, I was able to gain an even greater amount of insight on the architectural feel of the city as I sat down with Tony Montes, the F451 architect tour, and asked him about his experience as an architect in Barcelona, hoping to learn more about his view of the firm and the firm's role in the city.
I am very happy, I enjoy it very much, and I really think it's something that it's very important in my lifetime. I mean, it's not just work, but it's something that it's a very important part in my life and in my I mean, work affects much more than just a job that you do.
Right, it's not just a 9 to 5.
Exactly.
So
it's a life project.
And so how did you get involved with this firm, 451, and maybe tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, I think actually one of the reasons why I consider architecture like a life project is because of the kind of firm that we developed. This is an architecture office, basically. I mean, we also I mean, architecture for us is not just building, but it's a cultural project. So, and the reason why I was saying that for me and also for my partners, this is a life project is because our firm is a very unusual kind of structure in architecture offices in Spain, but I think also worldwide. We are 5 partners, and for us the firm is more like a kind of working platform than an architecture firm in the traditional way of understanding it. I mean, we do lots of different projects, lots of different people are involved in each project. That could be more similar to a kind of corporate firm or an engineering firm, but it's not the case because our compromise with the cultural aspect of architecture is the basic goal or the basic reason why we do that. But what is different from most of the architecture firms here is that we are a firm, and all the work that comes out from the firm has the signature of all the partners involved in it. But the way we work is not oriented to develop a kind of style or formal language, but more a kind of approach to architecture that can be developed in many different geometrical solutions, etc., since the directors of each of the projects are different people. And these directors are the ones that take the main decisions for the design. I mean, this is not 5 partners doing the same project all the time, of course, and we don't look for agreements to take the decisions on each project, but we share very much uh, an ideology with respect to architecture. I mean,
what do you think maybe the most, looking as the world becomes more and more global, as we talked about, and you have these means of communication, where certain problems can be looked at from everywhere around the globe, what do you think maybe is perhaps the most important issue or the most influential thing that we as architects or designers have to take into account currently? Because I know there's thousands of these complex, the environment, the economic position, all these different things. But is there one idea or presence that you think is influencing architecture the most currently, and maybe where do we go from here at addressing that?
Well, I think the most important issue for architects now is to take a new position in the debate of the development of the territory and the development of the cities, because there are many different disciplines that have entered into that discussion and that are now taking a more important part in architects in these decisions. That is the case of geographers, of course economists, I don't know how do you say that in English, sociologists, social science specialists,
theologians,
and also engineers specialized in especially specialized in energies, etc. And also mathematicians for all what is related with mobility problems, etc. And architects are somehow now more and more the ones that just put like the cherry in the cake. Like when everything is decided, they call the architects to make this a little bit more beautiful. Right? And that is a big problem that we have. And our tradition doesn't help at all to react to that. Right? So I believe that architects are necessary more, not just to bring like to make part of this team, like to provide a very specific part of the work, but more like to coordinate all these forces.
From this talk and from working with him throughout the year as my studio professor, I learned more about architecture than I had from any other professor. After our talk, he and his firm partners gave me advice about how to acquire internships, build a portfolio, and what I needed to work on in the next year. They also took me to the construction sites of 4 of their buildings and let me see how a firm like theirs functioned. From the relationship with Tony and the firm, I not only have a much better insight of how architecture firms operate, but how I personally fit into that operation. For our semester-long project, we were assigned the task of transforming a block in the up-and-coming 22 Ad District in Barcelona's Poblenou area. Working in this area and visiting the site and surroundings gave me a project that I could fall in love with. The area is known as one of the most innovative and up-and-coming areas in terms of new architectural intervention in the world, and it is great to work on. This semester has solidified completely my desire to work as an architect, not just as a job, but as a lifestyle. It has given me the opportunity to see how I can take these desires for design and innovation and channel them into something tangible.